Yo, what is up guys? This is Troy D from the Troy D 24/7 Malt channel, your source for on point and no hype reviews. We are back yet again, everybody. We're back with another fragrance review today, and it feels real good to be back, guys, after a long 8 days of work. I feel real good today. I feel relaxed and rejuvenated. We're back with another fragrance video today, and for those that are looking for something new, this might be it right here. Now, before I continue, please do not forget to like and subscribe, guys. Okay, liking, subscribing, and watching the ads is a great big deal to the channel. We are headed to 14,000. I believe we're gonna hit it before the end of the year, guys. So if you haven't done so, please support the channel by liking and subscribing. And the fragrance that we are gonna review today is the latest coming out of one of the best houses in the game, Nishane. This is none other than Nishane Tero. Nishane Tero, guys. And this fragrance right here, man, I got a lot to say about this fragrance. This fragrance came as part of a 4 fragrance time capsule collection, guys. And to be honest with you guys, I am not a big fan of these multi-releases. Like, honestly, I would rather have, you know, one fragrance and a spotlight on that fragrance rather than 4 at the same time, because really at the end of the day it becomes a comparison rather than a spotlight. You know, like once you get the fragrance, it's like, oh, which one's the best out of the 4, or how does this one compare to the other? I kind of don't like that, guys. So what I did was I chose by using my gut feel, and I looked at the notes of each fragrance, and to me this one, Tero, is the one that really I guess connects with my personal preferences, okay, my personal likes about a perfume. And of course, I'm always seeking something new right here. So we're gonna do Tero today, guys. I'm so excited to talk about it. Let's go spray this thing right now. Oh man. Okay guys, now let's talk about Nishane Tero. Now, looking at the opening notes is pretty interesting, guys, right? You have Sichuan pepper, black pepper, salt, and caramel. Oh, right there, guys. It is very, very interesting, guys. Now let me describe it to you Troy D style. Now right here, guys, in the opening, the first prominent note that's going to come in is going to be your Sichuan pepper. Now Sichuan pepper, interestingly, although it is a spice, Sichuan pepper is not a pepper. Okay, so it is not a peppercorn. These are actually dried berries that come from a certain tree, and they ground it, and then it kind of gives you that fragrant spicy smell. But at the same time, the thing about Sichuan pepper is that it does have a lemony tinge, an uplifting lemony tinge. And so right here in the intro, first impact, of course, is going to be a good impact, and that is really what Nishane is known for. Nishane perfumes are known for and loved by their fan base because of impactful intros, and this does not disappoint right here. You are going to get a burst of Sichuan pepper. It's kind of spicy, but then at the same time, there's an uplifting, lingering lemony tinge. Very fragrant, guys. And I guess if you've never smelled Sichuan pepper, I would say that it kind of smells like a saffron smell with a lemony tinge. Now that may be also because of the addition of black pepper. Now the black pepper does come in almost immediately to match that Sichuan pepper, and the total effect, like I said, is this lemony, fragrant, spicy mix that, in my opinion, like I said, is an impact intro by Nishane. And to me, this is something new, because nowadays, to be honest, guys, there are a lot of fragrances that kind of recycle already known formulas, and then, you know, they become hype again. That's the reason why a lot of fragrances don't make it to my channel, even if I've tried them, because I really feel like, you know, I'm just repeating myself every single time. But this one right here, I will say, is a new thing. It's a very beautiful, spicy, fragrant intro with some lemony, glistening lemony tinges, like I said, from that Sichuan pepper. And I think that it's very likable for those that are looking for an impact intro, those that are looking to wake up with the fragrance. I would say that this one definitely does it. Now, the thing about this intro is that it lasts a good 15 minutes on its own, guys. So that's the good thing. It's like you actually get that nice, spicy, fragrant intro for a good 15 minutes. It doesn't blend in with that salt and caramel until after 15 minutes. So I just want to say that right there. And again, it is perfect for those that like spicy, uplifting fragrances. Now, right here, 15 minutes in is when you will get that beautiful salt and caramel combination that I really like about this fragrance. Now, let me describe that as well. Now, the thing about this salt and caramel combination, guys, is that A, it smells like burnt or toasted caramel. That's the first thing I'm gonna say. This combination, you can maybe liken this to like burnt sugar in some of the fragrances that you've already tried, but this one right here, definitely toasted burnt caramel goodness right here. There is that beautiful aroma with that salt, so sea salt caramel. I mean, this is a real good combination right here. And it smells like, you know, that aroma when, you know, you brew coffee, kind of like that aroma when you brew coffee or you make s'mores. You have that sweet burnt toasted aroma in the air. That's basically what this caramel smells like. Now, where do the spices go? They don't really go away. So the burnt caramel combination is actually an underlying part of the opening, but at the top you will still have some of that spiciness. So it's a beautiful combination. I would say, you know, nowadays I think that fragrances that are sweet and spicy are really famous. Like, a lot of people really like it, but in this case what I like is that the sweetness is really that burnt caramel. That the sweetness isn't like pure strong sweet, it's an underlying burnt caramel, toasted caramel aroma, and then you will still get those spices at the top. Like I said, I love this intro, impact intro, and then it settles down, the gourmand part comes in, and yeah, it is very lovely. Now the mid comes here, I would say 2 hours after the opening. Yes, that's how potent that intro is, and that's really how long you'll get to enjoy that whole deal, that whole spices with your toasted salt and caramel combination. 2 hours, guys, before even smelling any of the mid notes, which is lovely. Now, right here in the mid, in my opinion, this is a continuation, a continuum of the formula that started the first part. Now, right here on the mid, the most prominent note is going to be patchouli. It's going to be patchouli, guys. And that makes sense because the patchouli takes the reins from the spices, right? And that patchouli is a lovely spike of patchouli. It is a strong patchouli right there in the mid, and it takes the reins, like I said, from the spices. Now, here on the base of that mid, you are going to get cinnamon bark. Cinnamon bark, folks, guys. And when I was smelling this, I was kind of like, okay, I smell an underlying cinnamon. It's not super strong, it's just underlying, just like the caramel was in the intro. But I was like, there must be like oak here. Like, I didn't even check the notes. I was like, you know, I'm sure there's oak wood here because it goes with that cinnamon perfectly to create this cinnamon bark kind of nuance right there. And I was correct because the oak is actually in the dry down notes of this fragrance. So I would say that the oak comes in early and mixes in with that cinnamon to create that cinnamon bark accord. So you have that low-lying sweet spicy cinnamon with that oak wood, very woody oak wood right there, mixed with that spike of patchouli, guys. Okay, so more of the same in terms of sensation, and that's why like some people who have reviewed this feel like, you know, you're getting more of the same throughout the fragrance. And that's because although these are different notes, the sensations are the same. Basically underlying, I would say dark gourmand, dark sweet gourmand notes underlying with the top spiked spicy notes with patchouli. That is what you get for a long period of time with this fragrance. So if you really like that combination, guys, yeah, you are gonna get more of the same for hours and hours. And how long is it before we get to the dry down? A long ass time. I would say maybe 10 hours of more of the same. And right here in the dry down, you finally get the oak really come out. It does get mixed with some amber. So amber is the sweet note that takes over the reins from that cinnamon. And then you are also going to get some smoky vetiver, guys. But like I said, 10 hours in probably. I would say 10 hours in is when you finally get that smoky vetiver woody amber combo. But again, most of this fragrance is going to be, like I said, a spiked spicy nuance at the top with underlying dark gourmand notes. Sounds crazy, right? Sounds awesome. So I really really like this fragrance right here. Performance wise, this fragrance of course is a Nishane fragrance, so it is a beautiful performer. I would say more than average projection, guys, and that's on one spray, but I think if you did like 2 or 3, it would be a monstrous projector right there, guys. And this one lasts, oh my god, I would say more than like 15 hours. Like, it really lasts that long. And matter of fact, there are some people that say, oh my god, it lasts forever on clothes. I think that is true with this fragrance, and I know some people comment back and say, oh, does that mean you don't shower? But it's not about that, guys. Some of us, we have hoodies, for example, and we have like outerwear, and so if you spray it on your outerwear and you kind of hang it, believe you me, even after probably 3 or 4 days, you're still gonna smell Tero on your outerwear, guys. Okay, so that's basic. I think that's what people mean about that. I don't think it's like their immediate like shirts, right, that they actually have to change and shower to. But I think that if you sprayed it on your outerwear, your sweaters, your hoodies, is definitely gonna last more than a few days, honestly. And this one is a beautiful performer, like I said. Now, usage wise, this one is for the guy that is supercharged, that feels empowered, emboldened today. That is what this fragrance is for. This is not a chill fragrance. I think that this one really will awaken your loins. It'll like get your blood boiling because of that spicy intro, that patchouli, that supercharged opening. I think that it's gonna wake you up, and for anybody that has that kind of day, that you're about to conquer the world and do your things, I think that Nishane Tero is a perfect accompanied fragrance for this type of deal. And also, I will say this, that Tero is a grabber slash upscale grabber. I think that Tero can also be one of those that you can wear like a black tuxedo or a black suit, and it would be lovely, real masculine too, I would say. I mean, definitely I would say maybe the women can wear this because of its, you know, fragrant properties, but because the sweet notes are kind of burnt and dark, and you have vetiver and you have patchouli, and it's really more focused on the spice, I think that this is definitely a beautiful men's fragrance. I would say this leans masculine 100%. And again, upscale grabber to grabber. It's something that you could wear every day, honestly. But I think that with a killer outfit, Tero is gonna take over right here. This fragrance is also perfect for the fall winter season. I really like the spicy properties as well as the gourmand properties of Tero. This one right here, like I said, can be worn on an upscale dinner, like I said, wearing a black suit. But at the same time, because of its powerful, fragrant nuances, I think that this can be worn outdoors as well during the fall winter season. It's 40 degrees outside. This is freaking perfect. Now, is this a full bottle worthy fragrance? In my opinion, yes, but you must try it first, because I really don't know what your preferences are, guys. To me, this is one of those fragrances that smells new. That is for sure. I mean, this is not a recycled formula, at least in my book. It's not a recycled formula from other fragrances. And, you know, if you are one of those fragrance collectors that's looking for something new, something different at least to try, then feel free to try Nishane Tero. Almost all major decanters offer this fragrance as a sample, so feel free to try it. If you like what you get in the beginning, you're gonna get more of the same for hours and hours, and that would be a good reason to buy a full bottle of Tero, guys. But this does not disappoint, at least in my book. It's definitely a very, very new fragrance. I like it. I give it my stamp of approval. All right, so that is it. That is my review on Nishane's Tero, the brand new fragrance from Nishane. 1 of 4, guys. Let me know in the comments below if you have tried the other 3. And are there any ones there that are pretty good, guys, that you think I should review that really knocked your socks off? Let me know on the comments below. And also, if you've tried this fragrance, I would like to know your thoughts as well, guys, all right? And let me know if there are other fall winter fragrances that are knocking your socks off. I would love to try and review them before this whole season is over. I love the cold, guys. I don't want it to go away. So let me know in the comments below. And again, please do not forget to like and subscribe, guys. We are nearing 14,000 subscribers. We're almost there. Thank you again for your support, and I'll see you guys on the next video. God bless. Take care. Peace.